A Substance Abuse Addiction Hotline Guide. Chapter 1. A Substance Abuse Addiction Hotline Guide 1. Substance Abuse Hotlines. Immediate Crisis, 911. Suicide Prevention Lifeline. SuicidePreventionLifeline.org. 1-800-273-TALK, 8255. American Association of Poison Control Centers. AAPCC.org. 800-222-1222. Boys Town National Hotline. 1-800-448-3000. Crisis and Resource Line. Covenant House Teen Hotline, 9 line. 1-800-999-9999. General Hotline for Adolescents. National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence, Inc. NCAD. 1-800-NCA Call, 622-2255. NCAD's Hope Line directs callers to numerous affiliate programs. National Institute on Drug Abuse, NIDA. 1-800-662-HELP, 4357. Help in finding local drug treatment centers. /Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, SAMHSA, National Helpline. 1-800-487-4889, TDD, for hearing impaired. 1-800-273-TALK, 8255. Not just a suicide hotline, drug and alcohol abuse. The partnership at drugfree.org. 1-855-DRUG-FREE, 378-4373. Not a crisis line, but provides information. Mental health emergency / mental health hotlines / crisis hotlines. If you feel suicidal or feel like acting out on a violent impulse, call 911 or the emergency number in your phone book. Call the mental health crisis numbers listed in the front of your phone book and tell them you are in crisis. Many of them won't give you free mental health service unless you tell them it's an emergency. Mental health hotlines / crisis hotlines. advocatesforyouth.org/index.php $?content&task=view&ID=775, teen hotlines. councilcareconnection.org/categories/help-hotlines, crisis and mental health hotlines. webmd.com/help/crisis-resources, crisis assistance hotlines. nimh.nih.gov/health/getting-help-services/index.html, getting help resources, locate mental health services in your area. focusas.com/hotlines.html, hotlines and helplines for adolescent services. nih.nih.gov/health/topics/suicide-if-you-if-in-need-immediate-help.html, if you are in crisis, nationwide hotlines. mentalhealth.samhsa.gov/hotlines, mental health hotlines. mentalhealth.samhsa.gov/hotlines/state.asp, state crisis hotlines. suicidehotlines.com, suicide hotlines. Free articles and some useful hotline websites at drugabuse.gov/publications/principles-drug-edition-third-edition/frequently-asked-questions/where-can-information-treatment. Coronavirus.gov. NIDA's Handbook Seeking Drug Abuse Treatment, Know What to Ask. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, SAMHSA. FindTreatment.gov. 800-662-HELP. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-TALK. The National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI.org. Mental Health America. MHNational.org. The American Academy of Addiction Psychiatry. AAAP.org. American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. aacap.org. Faces and Voices of Recovery. Faces and Voice of Recovery.org. Long-term recovery. The Partnership at drugfree.org. Drugfree.org. Toll-free helpline for parents. 855-378-4373. The American Society of Addiction Medicine. ASAM.org. Drug Abuse Treatment Clinical Trials Network. drugabuse.gov/about-nida/organization/cctn/ctn. clinicaltrials.gov. NIDA's Drug Pubs Research Dissemination Center. drugpubs.drugabuse.gov. The National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism. niaa.nih.gov. niaa.nih.gov/search/node/treatment. Addiction hotlines and help at drugabuse.com/addiction/drug-abuse-hotlines. American Addiction Centers. 888-744-0069. Immediate Crisis, Emergency Services. 911. Boys Town National Hotline. 800-448-3000. Covenant House Teen Hotline. 9 Line. 800-999-9999. National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence, Inc. NCAD. 800 NCA Call. 622-2255. National Institute on Drug Abuse. NIDA. 800-662-HELP. 4357. Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. SAMHSA. National Helpline. 800-662-HELP. 4357. 800-487-4889 TDD for hearing impaired. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. 800-273-TALK. 8255. Partnership for Drug-Free Kids. 855 Drug-Free. 378-4373. Rhode Island. North Kingstown, RI. 888-744-0069. Addiction hotlines and help at americanaddicioncenters.org/rehab-guide/alcohol-drug-hotline. 928-900-2021. Poison Control Emergency Number. 800-222-1222. Al-Anon and Alateen Hotline Line, 800-356-9996. SAMHSA. 800-662-4357. Referrals to treatment facilities, support groups. National Suicide Prevention, 1-800-273-8255. Boys Town, 1-800-448-3000. TDD line for the speech and hearing impaired. 800-448-1833. Drugfree.org, 855-378-4373 or text 55753. Addiction hotlines and help at addictionresource.com/addiction-and-rehab-hotlines. 888-459-5511. SAMHSA National Hotline. 800-662-HELP. 4357. 1-800-487-4889 People with Hearing Impairment. The Partnership for a Drug-Free America. 855 Drug-Free. 378-4373. The National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence Hopeline 800, NCA, CALL. 622-2255. Overdose Hotline. The National Poison Control Center. 800-222-1222. 800-999-9999 is a national directory of drug abuse hotline numbers and crisis intervention centers. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. 800-273-TALK. 8255. The National Mental Health Association. 800-969-6642. The National Association of Anorexia Nervosa and Associated Disorders. 847-831-3438. The National Alliance on Mental Illness. 800-950-NAMI. 6264. Alcohol Hotline number 1-800-331-2900. Drug and Alcohol Abuse Helpline 1-888-506-0699. Al-Anon and Al-Teen Crisis Line 1-800-356-9996. Boys Town National Hotline 1-800-448-3000. National Runaway SAFA Line 1-800-RUNAWAY. Helplines for specific drugs. 1-800-COCAINE. 1-800-9 Heroin. 1-888-MARIJUA. Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. SAMHSA's National Helpline. samhsa.gov/find-treatment/national-helpline. National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI Helpline. nami.org/find-support/nami-helpline. Boys Town. Boys Town Hotline. boystown.org/hotline/pages/default.aspx. Addiction Hotlines and help at drughelpline.org/hotlines. National Drug Helpline. 844-289-0879. SAMHSA. 800-662-HELP. 4357. Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. SAMHSA. U.S. Government Organization. Free Publications. Narcotics Anonymous. 818-773-9999-X771. National Institute of Mental Health. 866-615-6464. National Alcoholism and Substance Abuse Information Center 800-784-6776. National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence 800-NCA-CALL. 622-2255. National Alliance on Mental Illness. 800-950-NAMI. 6264. The Good Drugs Guide. 855-360-2476. The Alcohol and Drug Helpline. 800-923-4357. Al-Anon/Al-Teen Hotline. 800-344-2666. Families and Friends of Alcoholics. The Partnership for Drug-Free Kids. 855-378-4373. NAR Anon. 800-477-6291. National Intervention Referral. 800-399-3612. Families Anonymous. 800-736-9805. National Association for Children of Alcoholics. 888-55-4 COAS. Alcoholics Anonymous. 212-870-3400. Alcohol Hotline for IAFF members. 866-965-3074. Firefighters and paramedics struggling with alcoholism. Cocaine Anonymous. 310-559-5833. Cocaine Addiction Treatment. 800-559-9503. Marijuana Anonymous. 800-766-6779. Inhalants.org. 786-920-8694. United Healthcare Substance Use Helpline. 855-780-5955. The United Healthcare Network. Blue Cross Blue Shield Substance Use Resource Center 1-833-959 Help. 4357. Beacon Health Options. 888-204-5581. TRICARE Military Health System Nurse Advice Line. 800 TRICARE. 874-2273. Chapter 2. A Substance Abuse Addiction Hotline Guide 2. More hotlines. National Helpline Number. 844-289-0879. Boys Town Hotline. 800-448-3000. Problems, suicide, pregnancy, addiction. Youth Line. 877-968-8491. Covenant House. 800-388-3888. Shelter, food, housing. The Trevor Project. 866-488-7386. Young Persons and LGBTQ Youth. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. 800-273-TALK. 8255. National Hope Line Network. 800-442-HOPE. 4673. National Poison Control. 800-222-1222. National Domestic Violence Hotline. 800-799-SAFE. 7233. Centers for Disease Control. 800-CDC-INFO. 232-4636. Military Helplines. The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. 800-827-1000. The Women Veterans Call Center. 855-829-6636. Military Helpline. 888-457-4838. Addiction Hotlines at addictionresource.net/addiction-hotlines. Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration SAMHSA's National Hotline. 800-662-HELP. 4357. Alcohol Hotline. 800-331-2900. National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence Hope Line. 800-622-2255. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. 800-273-TALK. 8255. Local Emergency. 9-1-1. Mental Health Hotline. National Mental Health Association. 800-969-6642. Rehab Specific Hotline. Addiction Resource. 844-616-3400. Hotline Resources for Teens. 800-TLC-TEEN. 852-8336. Hotline Resources for Veterans. 800-273-8255. National Sexual Assault Hotline. RAIN. 800-656-4673. Domestic Violence Hotline. 800-799-7233. LGBTQ Hotline. 888-843-4564. Addiction Hotlines at vertavahealth.com/drug-abuse-hotlines. Rehab. 844-951-1939. Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. 800-662-HELP. 4357. Alcohol Hotline. 800-331-2900. National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence Hope Line. 800-622-2255. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. 800-273-TALK. 8255. Local Emergency. 9-1-1. National Mental Health Association. 800-969-6642. Addiction Hotlines at addiction-treatment.com/rehab-guides/substance-abuse-hotlines. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. 888-439-3435. addictation-treatment.com/find-treatment 888-439-3435